So finally, Capcom has dropped the demo gameplay for Pragmata Sketchbook. And here's the funny thing, this game looks really good. I would not say it's bad. It looks really good. The story involves something like in the near future you have to work with your ally, which is this Diana. She's an android, and you do tons of hacking while with a lot of combat. Now here's few things which I wanted to test it out in this video. Is this system requirements? Now if you see, it says for the minimum requirements it's asking for i5 with 8500 or Ryzen 5 3500. That's pretty decent. And graphic card is GTX 1660 6 GB or Radeon, which is still very good. Like I think a lot of people still owning some of these hardware should be able to run this game without much issue. But here's the thing, the additional note, it says estimated performance when set to performance preset at 1080p is 45 FPS. Now this is with upscaling and frame gen enabled from what I can guess. Now for recommended, it says again it requires i7 8700, Ryzen 5 5500, while the RAM still 16 GB is still okay. But here's the twist. It says Nvidia RTX 2060 Super 8 GB as the recommended. And once again, the estimated performance is set to balanced preset. That means 60% would be native resolution, while you will be running at upscale to the 100%. So that means 40% will be frame gen, not frame gen, but upscaled. And here it says on this preset you get 1080p 60 FPS. Also, frame rate can drop in graphic intensive scene. The 1080p 60 FPS is still very low. That too with balanced preset. That means you're running this game at maybe 800ish, 800ish P, I would say. We don't have anything below that, not even HD. It's not 50%. Yeah, you can say it's from HD to full HD. That's still fine. Now, here's what I want to test it out. So in this video, we'll play this game. We'll check out all the different requirements. We'll go from medium to high and what FPS we get. Okay, given my system, which current I have is uh, it's Ryzen 7 7700X with 64 gigs of RAM and RTX 5080. Now I know this is very it's way above the recommended system requirement, but I still want to check like what's the lowest we can get with the best quality, or I would say best graphics applied. All right. So just to start this game, the initial compilation took very long, and this is still in development. It's a demo game, so it will have a lot of issues. Okay. Yeah. So it's built on this RE engine. I'm not sure what is this RE engine. Is this new, old? Yep, decent. I'll go with headphones. All right. Mm-hmm. Okay. Until the image on the left is badly visible. Okay. For some reason, I could not see. Oh wait. Maybe we'll just go with this for now. Yep. Just sitting while facing the screen head on to liking using the images below as a reference. I guess this should be fine for now. We will not do tons of different change here. Uh, age. Okay, so press, I cannot type using age. I have to manually use this. Worst UX UI decision here. Okay, not 27, 28. I'm still 27. Okay, yes. Okay, lot of privacy policy. You cannot agree unless until you keep on. Wait, wait, wait a minute. Oh, so we have to go through all of it. Not good for sure. So right now I'm playing it at 2K resolution. So we'll go from 1080p to 2K and we'll see what's the total requirements and how much game can get it out of it. Okay, so game looks, the entry looks good. Let's quickly check few things. We have run, aim, weapon, equip, all of this. We are not interested in this. We are interested in display. Right now it's in HDR mode. For now, let's just keep it here. This is it. So right now it says borderless window and it's at 1080p. Okay, frame rate is variable. If VSync is on, that means we are not getting past 60 FPS from what I've read till now. Um, we have not enabled frame gen and NVIDIA reflex is off. Everything is default. Right now it's defaulted to. Let's just run the game. Okay, let's do standard. Okay, we'll just do this just to see, and also let me enable the overlay.
Diana, little help here. Look out! What are you doing? Diana!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the thing. We are getting 120 FPS. It's 105, and things looks good. GPU usage. Let me just try to. Yeah, so the GPU utilization is at 67% right now. If I move around, even even with 120 FPS, this game it is laggy. It feels just so slow. Jump was fast, but it is slow. Okay, all right. Let's come back to system option. Let's go to graphics, and right now upscaling is off. Image quality is at 100%. I don't know what is this 100 and 200%, but let's do 200%. Also will not have frame gen. Texture quality, let's make it high, and everything is high. Mesh quality to the max. Shadow, we cannot take max at, okay, anyways. Okay, confirm. Okay, so FPS didn't seem to change much. The GPU utilization has jumped to 96%, and F1% lows have dropped down to 80s. Let's come to settings, and also let's improve the graphics to make it use full 1440p. We are not using any upscaling technology. It says utilization will be 9.78 GB, but as soon as I run this, so now the FPS has directly dropped half. It is at 66% with 1% lower at 50%. And if I
Tough old bugger. You go.
1% low is at 30%, 30 FPS.
Diana, I need your hack in here.
We are not doing much here, but the running is already very slow. It doesn't give you that feel that you're running around at a speed or in a super sci-fi future. And GPU utilization is already crossing 96%. Okay, that is way too much. That is way too much. Okay, now let's try enabling the let's enable dynamic resolution. It will adjust image quality to maintain the frame rate, and we'll also keep frame generation off. Okay, anti-aliasing is here, volumetric lighting is high, bloom is there. Okay, rest of the things looks okayish. We are using dynamic okay, it has dynamic resolution, it doesn't have display mode, resolution, frame. Yeah, it doesn't have upscaling, which is here. Let's say without upscaling, if I just do dynamic resolution, what happens now? Okay, so now we are back to 120 FPS. But here's what I feel, that because of dynamic scaling, the image quality has dropped a little bit. You cannot see it properly, but if you look at the edges, you will see it's jagged. It's not very soft. The anti-aliasing is dropped down. Okay. Let's come back to let's enable NVIDIA upscaling. Let's do NVIDIA DLSS. Okay, so the moment I did NVIDIA DLSS, it froze. The game literally froze for quite a while. It just started now. So we are at balance preset. So we should be able to get decent amount of. Okay, all right. Let's move. Looks a little better, but yet, yeah, you can see it's frame gen because it looks a little blurry. The game looks blurry. It doesn't look very sharp as it used to look before. But the utilization has dropped to 72%, which is really good. Let's update one more thing quickly. Let's take it to maybe performance mode. So you might be able to play this game, or if you are having decent system, but honestly I would say you have to try it a lot. With the system requirements being so high, you have to scale it down to 1080p, and then also have to go with NVIDIA DLSS at performance mode. Then you will be able to hit. Still 1% low is very, has dropped from 120 to still 86, and game looks even more blurry now. It looks even more blurry. What happens if I enable frame generation? Wait. Yeah, let's check this. This is frame generation. Okay. Yeah. So in the end, here's what I would say. The system requirement is actually a joke here. You have to have a really good, I would say really heavy system to be able to play this game at 60 FPS and still be able to win. I have not getting past the first year because I know as soon as I'm past this, the requirements will just suddenly spike. Okay. If you are planning to get this game, make sure that you have NVIDIA or AMD FSR enabled, and be sure to play it at a lower res. You will not be able to enjoy the full sharp graphics as I was looking forward to. But yeah, that's all guys. If you like this video, drop a like, and also let me know your thoughts regarding this game. If you have, what is your system right now, let me know what do you think of it, and see you in the next one.